Rice. He's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete.
Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
Used to be
On the road, Conquers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick. Heenick with a load of steam, and he bowls over.
One as Blake Bergstrom looks to go. Blake Bergstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lucid Berthold Bombers are headed to the state.
Corner, 3 seconds, Simiato. No. Put back, no. The Killdeer Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Stanley Commercial Club, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Game 1, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
To your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology department. Our physical, occupational, speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Tioga welcomes you to discover new opportunities. Here in the heart of oil country, our businesses fuel the region's oil and gas industry, and our workforce is the lifeblood of these businesses. That's why our many great companies always welcome new talent to help them sustain the industries they support. These high-paying careers, combined with the area's low cost of living, make it easy to see why so many choose a career in Tioga.
Pre-game show, time for our coaches' comments, sponsored by Lindsay Grocery. And I've got the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers head coach, Patty Lutzen. And Patty, we were talking a little bit off camera before we got going here, but you're a first-year coach at Berthold, but you've got a lot of experience underneath your belt, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yep, Berthold's a place where we started the program many, many moons ago, and we were in the Carpio gym, and it was 6 a.m. practices, and I think that was about in the 80s, and I was with Berthold until 2002, and some of my coaches were my assistant coaches here were my players, and so it's wonderful to be back.
Well, I know that you guys had a very competitive match last Tuesday as you took down the Divide County Maroons. Got the sweep, but it was a good competitive match, wasn't it?
Yep, what a way to start the season for both of us. I think any given day, they say it that way, and it could have gone either way. It was like a climb all the way to 25. It was 12-12, 14-14, but I mean, both teams hit really hard.
Yep.
They served tough at us, which is what we want. We have a really good serve-receive back row with 3 of the girls, and this was it was like the best practice you could possibly have.
Well, tell me a little about your team. As I was writing up the rosters and things like that, I saw a lot of sophomores filtered in there with some seniors. Fairly young team. It's always nice to have youth, but it's nice to have some leadership in the senior positions as well, right?
Yep, I know they're sophomores, but we started building our program June 1st. We were in the gym whenever our football program was out on the field, and so the girls put in a lot of time this summer. So in my mind, I feel like they're all kind of experienced. Yeah. But we do have 2 seniors that have a really big presence on the team. Those are Shane Simons and then Alyssa Lindahl, and then we have couple juniors. We have Addie Nesham, who, I mean, most of our kids are multi-sport athletes,
right.
and Ella Brown and Addie Nesham are both jumpers on the track team, and I mean, that's a skill you definitely want to have in volleyball, and you'll see that tonight when they're pretty, I call it flying the net. Yep. And then we have some youth. Yeah. We have Sophia Lebrun, and then Lily. Oh gosh, now I can't remember. Lily. Her mother was one of my players. They are building into the varsity outside by being right side hitters here. And then we have an amazing libero sophomore who just shined this summer. Worked her
backside.
Yep. I was going to say it, but I didn't.
You can say it.
Yep. I think we do. We play with 8.
Yeah. Well, this is Patty Lutzen. She was a Class A Coach of the Year, also Class B Coach of the Year, right? Something like that. She didn't want to say that, but she's got a little pedigree with her. Patty Lutzen, the head coach of the Berthold Bombers. We'll be back. We'll go over to the other side of the court, visit with head coach Liz Inget after this timeout.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
Hey, as we come back again here, continue on with our coach's comments. We've got caught up with head coach Liz Ingot of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. And Liz, what kind of team you got this year?
We got a fun one. Yeah. They're excited and ready to go for tonight.
I know you started out the season just down the road here with the Stanley Blue Jays, and it's a different level. They're at Class A, you're at Class B, but what did you learn from that match, even though you lost?
They did a lot of quick offense that we don't see a lot of it, and so it was kind of fun because our middles especially just getting used to where that ball's going. So it was a good learning experience for that. Just getting to see a little bit more power coming at you.
And I know you got some senior leadership that have played a lot of volleyball for these Ranchers, and one of them is just right in front of us here, Ava Berenson. Bullinger, yeah, Ava Bullinger, that's right. That's her mom and dad. But Ava has played a lot of volleyball for the Ranchers in her days, and what are you expecting from her?
Just to continue to be the good leader that she is.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach. We'll let you get back. This is Liz Ingot of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers, the head coach. We'll send it back to our sports desk, and when we come back at the Tioga Medical Center sports desk, we'll continue on with more of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show after this timeout.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by located in Tioga, North Dakota, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Tioga Pirates, supporting the Bakken with hot oil and water hauling services. For your service needs, call our dispatch office at 701-664-2016 today.
Modern Dental, with offices in Tioga, is here for all your dental care needs. Doctors Amber Wentz, Eric Melland, and Christian Melland provide trusted care for the whole family. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4, and accepting new patients now. Modern Dental, your smile, our priority.
At work, the Western Education Regional Cooperative, we believe in collaboration to strengthen education across communities. We provide the tools and training to help you help your students succeed. Work brings learning to life with new opportunities. From teacher training to student success, the Work Center is working for you. We bring cutting-edge training in AI, instructional coaching, school strategic planning, and so much more. Learn more at workcenter.com. Let's go to work.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968.
Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit surusvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Hey, and as we bring it back here to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, it's time for our Red Rock GMC Chevrolet Player Spotlight. And as we look at the Berthold Bombers side of the floor, we're looking at number 7, Alyssa Lindahl, the senior outside hitter. She's a 3-sport athlete, been a member of that team that went to the state in the girls basketball tournament a year ago, was on the team that went to state for softball as well, and does a very good job here for the Berthold Bombers in volleyball as well. That is the Alyssa Lindahl, whereas number 7 outside hitter stands 5'5". And the other player that we want to look at tonight for the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers is Ava Bullinger. Ava Bullinger has played a lot of volleyball this year for her career as a rancher. Finally is a senior after playing so many years as underclassman, provides a lot of leadership for her rancher team. And so we're looking forward to a couple of great matchups here tonight between Alyssa Lindahl and Ava Bullinger. And that's our Red Rock Auto GMC Chevrolet Player Spotlight here tonight in the barn at Powers Lake, North Dakota. And as we continue on with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we have our Faces in the Crowd tonight, sponsored by Skin by Legacy, based out of Tioga, North Dakota. You got a sponsorship there. Faces in the Crowd, scan the crowd and find somebody to have them wave. Yeah, we can try to do that. You can visit them at legacyhealthclinic.org/Tioga to schedule your appointment or consult with Sarah in Tioga or Stanley, now serving in Stanley on Wednesdays. That's our Skin by Legacy, Faces in the Crowd, sponsored by Skin by Legacy, based out of Tioga with an office in Stanley as well. That said, we're going to send it back to the studio. We're about 6.5 minutes away from our opening serve, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, with locations in Williston and Ray, providing speech and language therapy and much, much more. Check them out at northwesttherapyservices.com. We'll be back after this timeout.
Welcome to Stanley. Our local businesses have the home field advantage, a community where tradition meets progress. Discover the charm of our past and the promise of our future, a winning combination. Support local, shop local, and be a part of something special. Take the home field advantage at visitstanley.org and follow us on Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn, where good food meets great company.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
And as we bring it back here to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson. Welcome into our first broadcast, my first volleyball broadcast of the year. Tomorrow night we're going to be heading down the road to Stanley as the defending state 11-man champions, the Velva Drake Animus Garrison Aggies will take on the Stanley Blue Jays over at Lenny Ingot Field in Stanley tomorrow night. And we're also going to be down in Watford City with the first Watford City Wolf broadcast tomorrow night as they host the Wahpeton Huskies at Fred Fridley Field in Watford City tomorrow night. Titus Stenberg will be on the call along with David Peterson and the Watford City team down there as we've expanded down there. And if you'd be so kind as to give us a thumbs up every once in a while during the broadcast, we would also appreciate that. You can also find us on Facebook at GameDay Media, and you can also subscribe at no cost to, you can follow us at no cost, and then you can also subscribe to our GameDay Media channel at no cost, and we'd love to have you part of us and enable all those notifications, and we'd appreciate it if you come on board to be able to watch and give the due viewership that these athletes here in Northwest North Dakota deserve. That's one of our main goals, is to provide a great service to our sponsors, of course, but also to provide some spotlight that these athletes in Northwest North Dakota don't always get across the state of North Dakota. So that said, we're just minutes away from our country store starting lineups, and as we look at the starters for the Berthold Bombers, they'll go this way. It'll be Zaylee Miller as the libero for them. She is a sophomore. Senior Alyssa Lindahl, our spotlight player tonight, she is a senior, along with Addison Nesham, a junior. Sophomore Lily Shep gets the start tonight. Sophomore Ella Brown also starts tonight. Another sophomore, Sophia LeBrun, gets a start tonight, and senior Shane Simons gets the start tonight for head coach Patty Lutzen and the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers on your country store starting lineups. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it over at the country store in Powers Lake. And as we take a look at the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers, they'll go with Abigail Nelson as a starter tonight, along with Eastland Jensen, Ava Bullinger, Laken Fredrickson, Lydia Lukes, and Allie Nelson getting the nod tonight for head coach Elizabeth Ingot, Liz Ingot, as we're just a few seconds away from our national anthem. We'll pause as they play the national anthem here tonight, and we'll turn it over to our PA announcer with the introduction of our starters tonight. Again, my name's Randy Peterson, alongside of James Myers, along with our cameraman tonight, Owen Miller, running the show here tonight from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Our officials tonight, Nick Peterson on the floor. Gary Shep will be in the chair tonight as they break huddle, and they'll line up, and we'll take a pause as we turn it over for our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this volleyball matchup between the Berthold Bombers and the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. Please stand and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now the starting lineup for the Berthold Bombers. A sophomore, number 3, Zaylee Miller. A sophomore, number 4, Ella Brown. A senior, number 7, Alyssa Lindahl. A junior, number 10, Addison Nesham. A sophomore, number 15, Sophie LeBrun. A sophomore, number 20, Lily Shep. A senior, number 21, Shane Simons. The Bombers are coached by Patricia Lutzen. And now for the starting lineups for the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. A senior, number 6, Abigail Nelson. A sophomore, number 8, Eastland Jensen. A senior, number 11, Ava Bullinger. A sophomore, number 12, Laken Fredrickson. A junior, number 13, Lydia Lukes. And a sophomore, number 17, Allie Nelson. The Ranchers are coached by Liz Inget, assisted by Marissa Nordloff. Tonight's officials are Gary Schell and Nick Peterson. Tonight's Dollars for Scholars are Farmers Union Oil Company, Powers Lake location, Shamley Pipe and Salvage, Artie Lucy Family, Northern Charm Boutique, Jane Paulson, Jamie, Kira, and Laken Fredrickson, Robin Smith, Seth and Brooke Wistoff, and American Family Insurance, Michael Lucy Inc. Tonight's, the sponsors agreed to donate $1 for each point scored by the home and visiting team in the first game.
That's your starting lineups here on Game Day Media here at the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If you're just joining us, welcome in for this best of 5 matchup between the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers wearing their white jerseys tonight. The Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers coming in wearing their purple uniforms with gold trim tonight. Again, our umpires tonight. On the floor, Nick Peterson. And in the chair tonight, Gary Schell. Our Northwest Therapy Services opening serve with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much, much more. You can check them out on their website at northwesttherapyservices.com. Heidi Barman and her team at Northwest Therapy Services. Both teams have been introduced. Again, my name's Randy Peterson. It'll be the opening serve for the Berthold Bombers, and we are underway with Ella Brown with the serve. Ball passed up to the front. There is a first point put down by Ava Bullinger, and we're off and running here as the Ranchers take the first point. That one's out of bounds, so the ball will go over to the Berthold Bombers again. Now serving for the Bombers is number 20, Lily Shep. As that one is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace for Shep and the Bombers, and they're up 2-1 on your NCC scoreboard. NCC and RTC Networks are premium sponsors here tonight. As that ball goes out of bounds, service error, and the game is all tied up. NCC and RTC Networks, premium sponsors for Game Day Media, have been with us all 3 years of our existence, and we appreciate everything that they do as a premium sponsor for Game Day Media. Ball pushed across, now on the Powers Lake side. On the outside, here's Allie Nelson in a swing. That goes into the net, and that's a point on the board for the Bombers. 3-2. And we welcome in our listeners on KTGO 1090 AM as well as 92.7 FM. Pushed across. Dug out there in the back row. Here's a setup to number 21. That is Shane Simons with the kill. As the Berthold Bombers extend their lead by 2. They're up 4-2 on your NCC scoreboard as Alyssa Lindahl will continue to serve for the Bombers. Here's Fredrickson up to Lukes. Lukes blocked at the net. Now it's going to be brought across. Kept alive here. On the outside, Allie Nelson pushes it across, and The Bombers a little late and covering the back row. That's a point on the board for the Ranchers. Now we'll have a substitution as the Ranchers will bring in number 9, Kaylee Nelson, a senior outside hitter, to serve as she replaces number 6, Abigail Nelson. Kaylee, a senior, goes to the back row and puts it across and in play. There's a big hit on the outside by Addison Nesham, and that is a kill for Nesham as the Bombers go up 5-2. We're right on the floor with our camera tonight, so we're kind of limited that way. So bear with us as that ball is spiked out of bounds by Jensen, and the Bombers have doubled up the Ranchers here in set number 1, 6-3 on your NCC scoreboard. Off the backboard, and that is a ball out of play and another point on the board for the Bombers as they go up by 4. Addison Nesham, featured in our pregame video a couple times. She's a very good athlete and now showing off her skills on the volleyball floor. 8-3 now for the Bombers as they've strung together a number of points here so far. As Nesham continues to serve, dug out there by Bollinger. Nelson brings it across, goes to the corner, and that is wide and outside. So another point for the Bombers, and they're up 9-3. Nesham with the jump serve goes off the arms of back row player Nelson, and with that we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well as we send it back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. We'll be back after this short timeout.
Looking for a powerful new truck at an unbeatable price? Then check out Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston. Right now, get behind the wheel of a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $499 a month. $499 a month. Or take home a GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab and save a massive $13,000 off MSRP. These trucks are loaded with performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech, all at rock-bottom prices. Make your way over for a test drive today. Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston.
As we bring it back here to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk, it gives us a chance to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, providing support for the Ranchers and the Outlaws here in Powers Lake, North Dakota, a sponsor with Game Day Media. That's the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, and out of that short timeout by Nesset Consulting. Nesset Consulting, you can talk to them about their customer business packages. They're now hiring. Visit nessetconsulting.com. That's Nesset over in Tioga. There is a ball that is tipped, last touch by the Ranchers, so that is another point on the board for the Bombers. And things getting out of control here for the Ranchers against the Bombers as Nesham jump serves again, picked up there by Nelson. Now Ellie Nelson with the big hit at the middle at the net. On the outside, here's number 21 off the arms of the libero, that is Heavenly Trujillo, and that's another point on the board, 13-3. As they go into the locker room to retrieve the ball, as Nesham continues to serve for the Bombers. Again, jump serve. And that is a point as the Bombers are guilty of going over the net, 13-4, as we now have another substitution. It'll be number 2 for the Ranchers coming in. That's Adeline Bullinger, a freshman setter. She goes into the service line to serve, picks up the ball there, and she goes to the service line to serve. She's down by 9, 13-4 on your NCC scoreboard here in set number 1. As Bullinger Gets the ball in, and it's pushed across with a nice little tip, and it's 14-4. Good move there. Just tipping the ball across. Yeah. Jensen brings it across, but Nesham there for the Bombers. Nelson with the big hit and the block, and the Ranchers get it across. We take a look at that. RTC Network's instant replay up along the net there, blocked at the net, brought it across, but it's just outside the lines as the point goes to the Berthold Bombers, 15-4. It's been all Berthold here so far as Jensen hits the ball wide outside the boundary lines, and it's 16-4. Again, these Bombers, very good athletes, these girls. Jensen brings it across. There's a big hit and a good placement there by Jensen. Eastland Jensen with the point for the Ranchers, 16-5 now. As Allie Nelson goes back to the service line, and it's a net serve, another point on the board here for the Bombers. 17-5 on your NCC scoreboard. As number 21 back at the service line, that is Shane Simons. And they're blocked at the net again. Good defense as the Ranchers having trouble catching up with it. Goes into the rafters, and then it is a point on the board for the Bombers. 18-5. There's another serve. Dug out in the back row by Nelson, brought across by the Ranchers. And there is 4 hits guilty of the Bombers, so Eastland Jensen will go back, trailing 18-6 here in set number 1. Jensen is a sophomore outside hitter, and she puts the ball in play. Bullinger with the tap, picked up there easily by the Bombers. Dug out there by Nesham. Now brought across with the bump on the free ball. Over to Bullinger again. This time her hit is too deep, and it's another point for the Bombers. 19-6 for the Bombers. Head coach Patty Lutzen. Got a well-oiled machine here in set number 1. The serve by Ella Brown. As the ball comes across, brought across there by the Bombers. Now Bullinger finds the line from the net as we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Set up there by the Bombers and just in for the point for the Ranchers as it's 19-7. And it'll be Laken Fredrickson coming in to serve for the Ranchers. Laken is a sophomore, wears number 12, and her serve is too deep from the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Souris Valley Dental Group, Dr. Jerry Henson, Dr. Kevin Broderson, and Dr. Grant Neal. Visit sourisvalleydental.com to reschedule your next appointment in Minot, North Dakota. Blocked there at the net by Nesham. We take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay right there. Nesham controls the net, puts the block down, and it's a block point, and it's 21-7. Jensen with the big swing. Berthold there to pick it up and dig it out. Bullinger taps it across, kept alive here. Nesham with the push. Bombers moving well. There is a kill. We take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Addison Nesham from the middle, putting it down with authority. 22-7. As number 20 is serving, that is Lily Shep serving for the Bombers. slowed down at the net by the Bombers. Now brought across, back on the Rancher side. Lakin sets it up. There's Lukes putting it down with the kill for the Ranchers. 22-8 on your NCC scoreboard here in set number 1. We're off and running. Make sure you enable all those notifications. We're going to have 2 football games for you tomorrow. One from Stanley and one from Watford City. There is a lift that is called against the Bombers, and it's 22-9. Welcome in to our viewers here on Game Day Media. If you're just joining us, my name is Randy Peterson. As there is a serve that goes beyond the end line, and it's 23-9. So the Bombers are 2 points away from capturing this first set. Nesham with a little jump tip there, and it is set point. 24-9 as we take a look at Nesham just dropping it into that black hole. And we're serving for the set right now, and here it comes across. Set to the middle, Lukes goes over with it. Bombers there to pick it out of the back row. Up front, Bombers bring it across. Now here is the Ranchers going to the corner, and they say it is out. And that is the set. 25-9. The first set in this best of 5 match goes to the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers with a very convincing win, 25-9. We'll step aside. We'll go back to the Tioga Medical Center sports desk as we continue on with some of our sponsors who help make this all possible. You're watching Game Day Media.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, or you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
Game One powers your team, business, and community with athletic apparel, uniforms, company gear, and event apparel. Featuring screen printing, embroidery, and the brands you trust. Game One, the brand behind your brand.
As they break huddle, as we look at our Bank of Tioga set number 1 recap, 25-9, the Berthold Bombers. And also we want to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club supporting the Tioga Pirates in all their athletic ventures. I want to thank those folks over at the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, as well as the Divide County Quarterback Club. They are off to a quick start up there in Divide County with their football program. Got a very good volleyball program. That's the Divide County Quarterbacks Club in Crosby, North Dakota. The North Shore Plaza PTO, new live read sponsor coming on board. Let's go Wildcats with the North Shore Plaza PTO coming on board as well. And probably got one more in there. Faith Baptist Church over in Kenmare, North Dakota with Pastor Mike Fraunfelter. They have their Sunday school that starts at 9:45 each Sunday with worship service at 11 o'clock over at the Faith Baptist Church over in Kenmare, North Dakota. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter and the congregation over there inviting you to church services in Kenmare at Faith Baptist Church. There's the whistle and our Northwest Therapy Services first serve of set number 2. Lakin Fredrickson puts it in play, punched across there by Nesham. Now here's Bollinger with the tap. Bombers no trouble in running that one down. Brought across, Bollinger there as Lake and Frederickson brings it across from the back row. And there is, again, a play at the net. Lukes with the long frame, and the Bombers caught sleeping on the second hit. And they're down by 1 here to start the second set. Jensen does her job with getting the ball up in the air, but nobody there to cover the second hit. 2-0 as number 20, Lily Shep, continues to serve for the Bombers. Again, very good athletic team on both sides of the court here tonight. Look at that dive, keeping the ball alive. Playing at the net, Jensen puts the ball up. Frederickson sends it over to Nelson, who brings it across with the push from the back row. And there is a lift that's called against the Ranchers. It's another point on the board for the Bombers on your NCC scoreboard. It's Lewis and Clark Berthold 3. The Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers still looking for their first point of set number 2, and there it is, 3-1 on the service error. Ava Bollinger, the senior, serves from the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Nesham with the big hit. With another point on the board for the Bombers. Addison making her presence known here tonight. You might have picked her up in our opening video. She's on there a couple times. As there's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace by Alyssa Lindahl, our player profile this evening, sponsored by Red Rock Auto. Player spotlight for specials, new and pre-owned inventory lists. Visit redrockchevygmc.com today. Here's Lukes, blocked at the net, slowed down. As Lukes unable to get that one across, and so it's another point for the Bombers. They're up 6-1 on your NCC scoreboard here in set number 2. If we're just joining us, Berthold took set number 1 25-9 in this best of 5 match. Up front, here's a push, and that one's going to be too deep. 7-2, excuse me, 6-2. 6-2 is the score, as you can see that on our scoreboard. And back to serve, it is Kaylee Nelson. Kaylee wears number 9. She is a senior. Outside hitter, comes in to play back row. Here's Nesham sending the ball to the middle, brought across from the back row. And the jump hit. Here's Jensen. That one is just in, and that is a point, kind of a, didn't mean that, but actually it is a point for the Ranchers. So it is 6-3. There is a service error. You might want to point out to you on our video broadcast, you see that little ticker at the bottom of our screen in our production. We've gotten that from the North Dakota score feed. And they have a great little app that allows us to put this on. And we'd highly encourage you to download that app. You can keep track of all the sports of what we keep track of is football, volleyball, basketball. I think they have hockey in there and all that sort of stuff. So very comprehensive, very good app. That's the North Dakota score feed. Doesn't cost you anything to download it. And just stay up to date with all the scores that are going across the state of North Dakota as they get put in by different fans. And we use it all the time here at Game Day Media. That's the North Dakota score feed app. Eastland Jensen brings it across with a nice hit. So we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Jensen from the middle, getting it across and putting it down for a point for the Ranchers. 8-5 now on your NCC scoreboard. The Bombers still with a lead as Allie Nelson serves. Sent to the middle, brought across and blocked there by Lydia Lukes. And the Ranchers are clawing their way back into this second set. They're only down by 2, 8-6 right now. As Allie Nelson, wearing number 17, puts the ball in play with a nice strong serve. Blocked at the net. There's a block point there put down by the Ranchers. You can see that. Blocked at the net, and that's a point on the board for the Ranchers, 8-7. Nelson continues to serve where she serves it into the net. Service error and a point for the Bombers. 9-7 on your NCC scoreboard here in set number 2. And at the service line, Shane Simons. And there is a Tioga Ace Hardware ace off the hands of Kaylee Nelson. So it's 10-7 right now. Tioga Ace Hardware. The Helpful Place. You can find them on Main Street in Tioga, North Dakota. Order online, pick it up at the store, download the Ace Hardware app. And there is another point on the board for the Bombers, 11-7. Ranchers had clawed their way back into this second set, only trailed by 1 at 8-7, but 3 consecutive points here by the Bombers have put them up by 4. Sent to the front. Into the rafters, kept alive as Nesham brings it across with the free ball. Here's Jensen going to the back row, dug out there by the libero, Zaylee Miller. And there is a point as the ball is out of bounds. And it's 11-8. Again, every once in a while you might see somebody walking in front of our camera. We can't control that, but it is what it is. We're at the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Great place. And a lot of success and a lot of basketball and volleyball played here at the barn in Powers Lake. 12-8 as that ball is served into the net. And that sends number 4, Ella Brown, back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line. Brought across here by Ava Bollinger. Brown gives it over, brought across on the free ball. Now here is the Bombers again. They set it up as Nesham brings it across from the middle. They go to the net as the ball goes into the rafters and comes down. That's 4 hits, and that's another point for the Bombers. 13-8 on your NCC scoreboard. NCC located over in Ray, North Dakota. One of our premium sponsors, the other one being the RTC Networks out of Parshall, providing our instant replay. As the Ranchers send that one beyond the end line, and that's another point on the board for the Bombers. Bollinger gets it across, up into the rafters, and there's a point on this lower ceiling than most gyms. It's 14-9. And it'll be the Ranchers, Lakin Fredrickson, coming in to serve for the Ranchers. On the outside, Nesham with a big kill there. Puts the ball down for the Bombers. We'll take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. Point on the board for the Bombers. Good serve to the corner, goes to the net as Jensen unable to send it up front. 16-9 as the Bombers starting to spread this out a little bit. They're up by 7 here in set number 2. There's a hit by number 7, Ella Alessa Lindahl, which is a little bit too deep. So that point goes to the Ranchers. They're down by 6 as Ava Bollinger goes back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line. puts the ball in play. Outside, Nesham goes to the middle. Dive there by L.A. Nelson to keep it alive, but it's just not enough for the Ranchers, and another point put down here for the Bombers. Bullinger. There's a point at the net for the Ranchers. Nelson. Kaylee Nelson comes in to serve. As the point at the goes to the Ranchers, 17-12. That point is to the Bombers as it goes too deep, 18-12. As Lukes brings it across from the right side. Back row, Kaylee Nelson picks it up. Fredrickson sends it to the front as Lukes almost puts it away, but there is a point for the Ranchers on that play. And we're going to have a substitution again as number 3 for the Ranchers will come in. That's Caitlin Lindstrom checking in to play the front row for the Ranchers, replacing Lydia Lukes. Oh, number 2 coming in as well. That's Adeline Bullinger coming in to serve. As the Ranchers kind of tripping over themselves, couldn't catch up with it, and it's 19-13. Serving for the Bombers, number 15, Sophie Lebrun. That ball is last touch by the Ranchers, and so it's 20-13. Bombers need 5 more to take set number 2 and extend this to a 2-0 lead, make it 21-13. No sign yet from Liz Ingot, the head coach for the Ranchers, on that she wants to take a timeout, so letting it play out here. Nelson sends it to the front, brought across here by Bullinger. Push to the corner, there's Adeline Bullinger. Over to Allie Nelson, kept alive, goes back row, Nesham brings it across. Up front, chance to put it off the arms of number 2, Berenson, Adeline, and it's 22-13. Good rally point there for the Bombers. Keeping that alive, they're up by 9, 22-13. And there is some miscommunication, 23-13. With that, there is the timeout that's going to be called by the Ranchers. Liz Ingot, your NCC score, 23-13. The Bombers are leading. You're watching Game Day Media. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by, located in Tioga, North Dakota, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Tioga Pirates, supporting the Bakken with hot oil and water hauling services. For your service needs, call our dispatch office at 701-664-2016 today.
Modern Dental, with offices in Tioga, is here for all your dental care needs. Doctors Amber Wentz, Eric Melland, and Christian Melland provide trusted care for the whole family. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4, and accepting new patients now. Modern Dental, your smile, our priority.
As we bring it back here to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Bombers from Lewis and Clark Berthold are only 2 points away from capturing set number 2 to take a 2-0 lead. They're up by 10, 23-13 on your NCC scoreboard. And there's the whistle, and we're ready to play on as LeBrun with the serve. Sophie. And there, off the timeout, is a point put on the board by Eastland Jensen. 23-14 now. The Ranchers with the serve after that rally point. And it's Allie Nelson serving. Strong serve goes back row as Bullinger goes beyond the line, and it is set point. 24-14 as the Bombers, number 21, that is Shane Simons, will go back and serve for the set. Simons is a senior. Nelson picks up the serve from the back row. Bullinger's got to get it across and can't do it. And there you have it. That's the set, 25-14, as the Bombers take a commanding lead in this best-of-5 match with set number 2 victory, 25-14. We'll step aside. We'll head back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk and have a few words from some of our great sponsors. You're watching Game Day Media.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
As we bring it back for set number 3, the Ranchers' backs are up against the wall as they're down 2-0. We took at our Bank of Tioga set recap, 25-14. Bank of Tioga with locations in Tioga and in Crosby. First point for set number 3 goes to the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers on that Northwest Therapy Services opening serve of set number 3. They're up 1-0. From the back row, Lukes brings it across. A big hit. And now there is a misplay by the Bombers, and it's 1-1. The Bank of Tioga with 2 convenient locations in Crosby and Tioga. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga. Ranchers can't catch up with it, and it's another point on the board for Berthold. 2-1 now. Glad you've joined us on Game Day Media. Again, my name is Randy Peterson alongside James Myers, our producer tonight, and Owen Miller running our cameras tonight. Lukes sets it to the front. Jensen brings it across. Now from the back row, Jensen goes backwards. They kept it alive. Here's a good play there by Lake and Fredrickson. Up into the rafters, they got to get it across, and they do just that. Lukes punches it across. Up front, Nesham with the tap, finds the empty hole. As we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, Nesham just finding that opening and putting it down for the third point of the set. They're up 3-1 as that serve clips the net, still comes across, and the ball goes into the net, and it's 4-1. The Bombers up by 3 here in set number 3. There is a service error by number 20, Lily Shep, and it'll be Ava Bullinger going back to serve, trailing 4-2. The Ranchers down by 2. And that serve by Ava Bullinger is a little bit too strong. And that's a service error, 5-2. Again now, number 7, Alyssa Lindahl. Serving for the Bombers. Up to Nesham, she drops it in with the last touch point there, and it's 6-2. She's done that 3 or 4 times here tonight, catching the Ranchers off guard. Ranchers down by 4. Good serve there by Lindahl. Coming across up into the rafters, hits one of the lights up there, still comes down. Good play there, goes into the backboards, and they can't keep that one alive. Yes, that's a point on the board for the Ranchers. They're down 6-3. Actually, they didn't put the point on the board, so they're going to do a replay of that. Is that what you're seeing, James? So it's 6-2 so far as Allie Nelson makes it 6-3 on that point. Allie Nelson, a very strong up front player, only a sophomore, whereas number 17 plays with a lot of emotion and a lot of strength. Bullinger with the serve. Kept alive there as Nesham sends it to the back row. Lindahl. Here is Nesham with the big hit. As we take a look at that one again from the RTC Network's instant replay, set up nicely there. Nesham pounds the ball hard and brings it across. 6-3 now. That one is out. They don't call a tip, and so that is another point for the Bombers at 7-3. Kind of wonder if they're not missing a point there. 7-3 on the official scoreboard. Allie Nelson puts it down. 7-4 now for the Ranchers on the nice hit there by Allie Nelson. As Kaylee Nelson will check in to play back row again, comes into the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. And with that, we're going to have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a timeout as we head back to the Tioga Medical Center sports desk. You're watching Game Day Media. Back after this timeout.
Borgo is a premier implement manufacturer, and Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, is a premier Borgo dealer, receiving top dealer by territory and top service by territory the last several years. Sean Rapp recognized as top salesman by territory the last 3 years. It's the result of a dedicated staff working hard to ensure customers receive the finest in Borgo drill sales, parts, and service. Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company in Kenmare, located in Mohall.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brian and Eric Johnson with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial are here to ensure the success of our clients. We can help you meet your financial goals. Give us a call at 572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
As we come back, 7-4 on your NCC scoreboard. The Ranchers with the serve, trailing by 3 as Kaylee Nelson, the senior for the Ranchers, puts the ball in play. Now here's a set by Nesham as the Bombers pound it. As we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay again, as a nice set right at the net. And all Ella Brown had to do was hit it as hard as she could as the ball lands on the Ranchers side of the floor. 8-4 now. And another good serve there The Ranchers are able to catch up with it, but on the third hit, unable to bring it across. Nelson just not strong enough to get it across. They're down by 5 now, the Ranchers are, as the server goes back, Sophie LeBrun. Sophie is a sophomore for the Bombers. Up front, here's Jensen. As the Bombers are called in the net, 9-5 on your NCC scoreboard. As we're going to have a substitution. Nine to 5 on your NCC scoreboard. As the ball's last touch there by number 2, Adeline Bullinger. And the ball goes backwards. It's 10-5 as the point on the board as the Bombers pick up the first one to double digits. They're leading by 5, 10-5. Nice serve there by the Bombers. Jensen goes back row with a big hit. And there is a nice play by Eastland Jensen, getting that ball off the hands and arms of the Bombers for a Rancher point, 10-6. As Allie Nelson back to serve again. Sent to the front row by Miller. And there's a ball blocked off the hands, last touch by the Ranchers, and it's 11-6. Five-point lead for the Bombers on your NCC scoreboard as the ball climbs the net. Bullinger brings it across on the free ball, now set up to the front row. They go back row. Berenson back there. Now Kaylee Nelson brings it across. As number 3 for the Ranchers, Caitlin Lidstrom, unable to bring it across, and the Bombers have doubled up the Ranchers at 12-6. Here's Bullinger getting it across, get a little help from the net there, but the Ranchers, Bombers able to catch up with it. Bullinger again brings it across. Goes to the corner. Nelson dives to keep it alive. Brought across by Lidstrom. Nesham. Kaylee Nelson there to pick that one up. Now from the back row as the Bombers are called in the net. I want to welcome in our viewers and listeners from KTGO 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. Your home for conservative talk show radio from Flag Family Media. Macy on the board back in Fargo picking up our broadcast here tonight. And we're thankful for our partnership with Flag Family Media and KTGO. That serve was wide and deep. 13-7. And the Bombers return the favor. 13-8 now as the service error by one by each team. We're going to have some substitution again as Lydia Lukes checks in along with number 12. Number 12 is Lakin Fredrickson, goes back to service row. The Service Valley Dental Group service row. Nesham caught the ball on the downside, but still had enough to get it across, and that point goes to the Bombers as it's out of bounds. 14-8 now for the Bombers. So Lindahl serves it with a little authority. And Jensen tries to do the same thing, but it's too deep. 15-8. Lindahl, our player profile player for the Bombers here this evening. Sponsored by Red Rock GMC Chevy. And another point put on the board by the Bombers. New sponsor, Red Rock Auto, player spotlight, fast and reliable service, car shopping made easier at redrockchevygmc.com. And we have another timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. Your NCC score, 17-8. The Bombers 8 points away from sweeping the Ranchers out of the barn. We'll be back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union Insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, WHAM LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
As we come back here for after that timeout, sponsored by Nesset. You can visit nessetconsulting.com. They're now hiring at nesset.com. nessetconsulting.com as we come out of the timeout. 17-8. The Bombers with the lead. Brought across by the Bombers. Chance for the Ranchers to catch up with it. They go backwards as Bullinger clips the net and gets the point, and it's 17-9. (17-9) as Ava Bullinger back serving for the Ranchers. In front of her own stage. Friendly net here at the barn. Gets the ball across. Lukes slowed down at the net by the Bombers on the outside. There's a big hit by number 21 for the Bombers. That is Shane Simons, but it's too deep. And so that point put on the board for the Ranchers. Bullinger continues to serve, and that one will be a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. A lot of mustard on that one. 17-11. Again, they try to go and find that open corner there, but that was a big kill by Nesham again. Nesham definitely making a presence here tonight at the barn. And now she goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. On the Ranchers side, the ball goes into the net off the arms of Lydia Lukes. And it's 19-11. As we have a substitution for the Bombers coming in. That's number 4, Ella Brown checking in for the Bombers. As Nesham with the jump serve is too deep. 19-12. Again, Kaylee Nelson and Eastland Jensen checking in for the Ranchers as Nelson takes her spot at the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Based out of Minot, North Dakota. There's a big hit by number 4, but it's too big. Ella Brown sends it deep, and it's 19-13. 6-point lead for the Bombers. Kaylee Nelson has a spinner come across. On the outside, brought across there. Good placement there by the Bombers, and it's 20-13 as we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, finding the open court on the Rancher side as Sophie LeBrun going back to serve for the Bombers. Jensen. And Jensen is able to put it down. (20-14) as we have a couple of substitutions for the Ranchers again. Adeline Bullinger and Caitlin Lidstrom checking in for the Ranchers. Hey, there's another point for Eastland Jensen. Gets one to fall in the open court. 20-15. The Ranchers continuing to climb back. There's some miscommunication kind of running into each other. 20-16 right now as the Ranchers have clawed their way back into this one, only down by 4. As Adeline Bullinger serves. Brought across there by Lindahl. Now up front, here's Lidstrom at the net, and that's another point put down. And it is 22-17. Bullinger continues to serve Adeline. Where's number 2? Comes a set to the outside, and that hit is too deep. 22-18. That one is too deep, and that's a service error. 21-18, and the Bombers only need 4. As number 21, Shane Simons, the senior, goes back to serve. Puts the ball in play. Ava Bullinger digs it out. Brought across. Jensen too hard. 22-18. 22-18 as Simons continues to serve for the Bombers. Tries to place it there. Just gets it over. Bullinger gets it into the net, and 4 hits. And that's another point for the Bombers. Short serve dug out there by Bullinger. Tip. Back to the corner. That is out of bounds. And it is match point for the Bombers, 24-18. Shane Simons going for the final point here from the service line. That's a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. 25-18 as the Bombers complete the sweep with a 25-18 win in set number 3. We're going to head down to the floor, catch up with the head coach, winning head coach, Patty Lutzen, along with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this timeout from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural and equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit borderplains.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake serves Burke County and the surrounding areas with a full suite of financial services. We are committed to being your bank of friendly service. Liberty State Bank, FDIC insured. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We are deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
For the healthcare services you need, an expertise you can trust. It's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me.
You can trust us.
You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Hey, and as we come back here to our DNL Paraffin post-game show and our coach's comments, I want to thank Patty Lutzen coming over and taking a little time. Patty, straight set win tonight against the Ranchers, kind of overpowered them a little bit, played really well at the net, hit the ball hard, and when teams hit the ball hard, it seems to be pretty good.
You know, but I have to give them a lot of credit too, because when there is a ball that they could either free ball us or down ball, Powers Lake took the down ball every time. I'm lucky. I mean, today it worked. It really did work. We've got lots of work to do in the gym, and we just got to keep pushing at it. But you know, I got to be happy because they play intense, and that's what you want to do at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, you know, good things happen. Like we've always said it in the 3 years that we've been broadcasting now on Game Day Media, the better teams seem to hit the ball and hit the ball hard. And I think, you know, whether they make a mistake or not, it sets the tone for the rest of the game, doesn't it?
You know, you were talking about mistakes. There's two kinds of hitting mistakes. One is blow the ball at the wall, or the net beat you. And so right now, there were a lot of wall balls and there were less net balls, and I got to be happy with that because, you know, the net is not really that isn't an aggressive hit. So yeah, we got to go back to work at that.
Well, what's on tap for the Bombers now? I'm putting you on the spot here.
That's okay. We're in the Hazen tournament. We're playing South Prairie, and we're playing Ray, and we're playing Shiloh Christian. So we have pretty intense Saturday, and then we hit Ray on Monday. Yeah. So it's boom, 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 and then I don't think we get a rest until the 11th. I think we play Stanley on the 11th, and then we get 1 week of just practice.
Well, the kids are young. They're used to it. They can play, right?
Yep.
Hey, it's going to be a nice ride home. Congratulations, Patty, for taking time. And we'll talk with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after they coronate and crown a queen here tonight on homecoming week here at the barn. Thanks, Patty.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll send it back to you, James, as we continue on here with Game Day Media.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous, fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Our Community Rewards checking account not only offers cash back, but also gives you...
Rivera Bank is an employee and director-owned community bank, here to serve you as you forge your path ahead, offering the robust digital services you want with the warm local feel you expect.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings. We deliver everything your home deserves. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we care for our community with compassion and excellence. We are proud to be named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the nation. You can count on us today and tomorrow. Call now to schedule your next visit.
How it's always been done isn't good enough. When it comes to your farm, your family, and your future, you deserve better. At Howland Insurance Services, we specialize in how insurance should be done. We creatively customize farm and ranch insurance to meet your marketing goals and minimize risk, providing the protection that you need. We help lessen your dependence on the bank and set you up for long-term success. Contact us today to build a brighter, more secure tomorrow.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Hey, and as we come back here, I've been able to catch up with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. That is Addison Nesham. And Addison, great match here tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, getting to play with my teammates is just enjoyable.
Yeah, and we were talking off air a little bit. When you hit the ball hard, when a team hits the ball hard, things tend to go better for a team. Even though you make mistakes, it just sets the tone for the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, this year we're kind of focusing on just not worrying about the mistakes and just focusing on hitting the ball harder, the next time, and just overcoming our mistakes and making it better.
Hey, we're going to let you go, but congratulations on the win. This is our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Addison Nesham. You probably saw her in our opening video on a couple of spots there on our opening video. She's a good basketball player too, folks. We'll be back after this timeout. Thank you. Congratulations.
Tioga welcomes you to discover new opportunities. Here in the heart of oil country, our businesses fuel the region's oil and gas industry, and our workforce is the lifeblood of these businesses. That's why our many great companies always welcome new talent to help them sustain the industries they support. These high-paying careers, combined with the area's low cost of living, make it easy to see why so many choose a career in Tioga.
Okay, anyway, I'd like to introduce the gentlemen that are running for homecoming court this year. So to start us off is Jager Bredding. He is the son of John and Kelsey Bredding. He is involved in FBLA and basketball.
And folks, if you don't know, they're doing coronation here today, so we've turned it
Our
over to their
second candidate is Michael Hagan, son of Holly Padleski and Michael Hagan.
I'll just step aside, let the PA announcer take control of our
He is this class's class president. We also have Hunter Oslin, who is the son of Jeannie Lucy. He is not here tonight, but would you give him a round of applause, please? Our next candidate is Grayson Riestead, son of Amanda Bloomquist and Brian Riestead. He is involved in FBLA, basketball, and track. Our final gentleman candidate is Leighton Smith. He is also not here. But Leighton Smith is the son of Nigel and Natasha Smith. He is involved in the Army National Guard for the state of North Dakota. Leighton likes to read the Bible and take notes to better understand what is said. He likes to get outside to camp with friends, go tubing, play games, and go to drill over one weekend a month for the National Guard. Would you give him a round of applause, please? Okay, gentlemen, you're going to go right behind the chairs here. So this year's ladies' homecoming court starts off with Ava Bollinger, daughter of Jeremy. She is involved in basketball, volleyball, track, FBLA, SAD, 4-H, and her church youth group. Our next candidate is Mara Edwards, daughter of Celeste and the late David Edwards. She loves art and she is involved in student aid. Our next candidate is Kira Fredrickson. She is the daughter of Jamie Fredrickson and the late Sarah Fredrickson. She is involved in volleyball, speech, and SAD. Kylie Graham is our next candidate. She is the daughter of Jamie and Billy Graham. She is involved in the National Honor Society, the Robotics Club, speech, and softball. Caitlin Lidstrom is the daughter of Margaret and Carl Lidstrom. She is involved in volleyball. Kaylee Nelson is the daughter of Lisa Harrington and Aaron Nelson. She is involved in volleyball and her church youth group. Leah Roberts is the daughter of Chris and Michelle Roberts. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, track, FBLA, SAD, and ABY. She is class vice president. And our final candidate is Jaylyn Worth. She is the daughter of Samantha and Eric Worth. She is involved in speech. Too many things in my hands. So the first honor goes to Miss Volleyball. We have 4 candidates this year. So if they would kindly step forward, Ava, Kira, Caitlin, and Kaylee. Are you ready? Okay. And Miss Volleyball 2025 is Ava Bollinger. You guys can stay. So this year we have a special award. The class of 2026 would like to have an honorary Mr. Football. And at this time, I'd like to invite Zeke Finstrom to accept the award on behalf of his brother, Elijah Finstrom. Gentlemen, come on up. It is now time for Mr. Homecoming King. For the 2025 Homecoming King is... He has to take off his hat. Grayson Reested. And ladies, come on up. Ava, you can come on up. You can come on up too. You're part of this. You can. Okay. So the last award we have this year for the 2025 Homecoming is Homecoming Queen. And this year, your Homecoming Queen is Kaylee Nelson. Don't. Whatever you do, don't. Would you give this class of 2026 one more round of applause, please? I know Mrs. Hillseth has to take pictures. Parents, I know you want to take pictures too. I just wanted to say thank you for coming to our homecoming this year.
Well, there you have it. Something a little special that we weren't expecting to do tonight, James and Owen, but thank you for sticking around to be able to pick up this as we crown a king and the royalty king of the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers. Very nice awards and a very nice presentation on their stage here tonight as we continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game show. Recap what was done here tonight. The Berthold, Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers take a 3-0 win tonight in this best-of-5 match by scores of 25-9, 25-14, and closing out the sweep in set number 3 with a 25-18 win tonight. There you have it as we take a look at what's going to happen tomorrow in Game Day Media. We're going to be over in Stanley tomorrow night with action between the defending Class 11A champions, the Aggies from Velva, Drake Animus Garrison, taking on the Blue Jays from Stanley. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air around the 6:30 mark. And then down in Watford City, our first broadcast from Fred Fridley Field, it'll be the Wahpeton Huskies in Class 11 AA football taking on the Watford City Wolves. Titus Stenberg and David Peterson will be on the call of that game down in Watford City. They'll go on the air about 6:30 with the Hagen Equipment pregame show down from Watford City. On behalf of all of our sponsors who help make the broadcast of these games possible, I want to thank our production crew here tonight. James Myers running our boards tonight. I want to thank Owen Miller running our cameras tonight. Once again, your final score. The Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers sweep out the Powers Lake-Burke Central Ranchers here on homecoming night at the barn, 3-0. Until tomorrow night, everybody, my name's Randy Peterson. Good night and have a great evening. See you tomorrow.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Stanley Commercial Club, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Game 1, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.